I remember back in the day whenever had this old regular ass cars and shit, and every time you look around, you had to go buy a tire to put on it because them tires was slick and bald as a dickhead. I ain't lying, straight up, no lie. Boy, we come from nothing. You hear me? Back in Mississippi, it was a motherfucker, boy. I tell you, it was a lot of good days, but it came a long way from where I used to be as a kid, boy. I tell you, back in especially back in the 80s, 90s, man, it was hell. We used to live in what they call these old shacks. You can lay in the bed and count the stars in the sky. I ain't bullshit. You can count every star in the sky and tell motherfucker I've been up there on the Saturday night. Yeah, I mean everybody had a house, but they was shacked though. Hell, you slam the door too hard on the house, the shutter gonna fall off the motherfucker. And you talking about it used to be so cold up in them old houses, man. My grandma made more blankets than a little bit in order to keep her warm. And no lie. Because they used to put newspapers in the wall. Yeah, for insulation. Man, what you talking about? It still was freezing up in them old ass house. They had some rats there that used to play video games, and they take their motherfucking tops off your pots on your stove. They call them wood rats. And if you ain't paying no attention while you laying up there sleep, they'll drag your ass off. A lot of people used to get bit by them. They bite the shit out you. And you better not go to bed with no crumbs on your ass, cause you gonna get ate up. Yeah, they eat your mattresses up. They used to eat up all the wires up on them old regular car. You go out there and try to start the car up, and all the wire, you wonder why it ain't cranking. All the wire got ate up. They take the wires and the cotton and make them some nests for their babies. And you trying to figure out what's going on. I bullshit you, not my man. No, I'm not lying to you. And back then, in the late 70s and in the 80s, it used to be so freaking cold, dude. I ain't lying to you. But I'm telling you, life ain't nothing like it used to be. Now, life is just upside down, man. People just existing on this planet. You go to work, and you just working for nothing. Working to pay bills and pay Uncle Sam. That's the only thing people here for. In order to pay Uncle Sam. And he started putting the you know what on your ass. That's sad, man. I remember back whenever you can take $100, man, go to the grocery store and live off them groceries for a whole month. You take $100 up in there now, you're gonna have to go back to the store in 30 minutes.
Right, I be seeing the same people go in the store every single day, and then they be getting like buggies full of stuff. Some of them they be like shoppers and stuff. So they actually
Yeah, a lot of them you see doing that. They be working them gig jobs, but The majority of them folk that you see going to the store every day, they trying to figure out what they can find on sale because they don't want to spend all this $2 or $3 in one day. Every damn thing's so freaking high. I mean, you got to pay taxes on gas, food, clothes, taxes on the house, you name it. These folks done fixed it to where they gonna tax your boy ass to death. You ain't gonna have the nerve to come up with inflation to where the dollar don't mean nothing no more. So I don't know how in the world this shit gonna keep on. I don't see how people gonna live through this shit any longer. I give it another 2 years or so. And a lot of these motherfuckers gonna check out of town, man, because they ain't gonna be able to stand the pressure, man. It's just government, they started sending millions and billions to other countries. Then they want you to stand in solidarity for other countries, but they don't give a damn about our people here in the United States. They don't give a shit.
I seen Cardi was talking about, I guess they was trying to take out, cut the schools and all that stuff, $500 billion or something like that, or billion.
Yeah, in order for the money to go to the private school.
Yeah. Well, no, it was for I don't know, that might have been what it was for, but they're sending hundreds of billions out there.
Yeah, man.
Wars and stuff.
They paying every motherfucking country it is.
But the schools are gonna be rat infested.
Man, half of these kids can't even read and write. Right today because of these bad-ass schools that we got in the United States. And these teachers started telling these politicians and stuff what's going on, what they need, and all that, and they ain't doing a damn thing in order to help these poor people put these kids on the track that they need to be on. See, back then, we wasn't getting taught the correct stuff, but a lot of things we did get from being in school, and it wasn't nothing like what's going on now. They forcing all types of stuff on kids as far as their gender and all that type of stuff, man. We didn't have to go through all that stuff, man. We didn't have to go through that, and then they starting this shit out early on these kids. And I'm glad that mine ain't in school. All mine grown. I mean, that still don't take away from the fact of you being in this world and have to live through all of this crazy shit that's going on.
When I was in school, I still
You ain't never understand what? Oh, I know it don't make sense. Man, I remember we came out of school. We had a good breakfast every morning. We had a good ass dinner, or lunch, or whatever you want to call it. These days, they feed these kids rabbit food and donut, or no food, because they claim they ain't got no money in order to put into the school system. The United States just already played, man. It done went down bad, man.
I see some other videos. The jail food and stuff wasn't better than the school food.
Man, I don't want to see no parts in no jailhouse. I don't give a fuck if they giving away lobster. I ain't bullshit. They keep their lobster cuz in the jail too. And these kids need to understand that too. It's better to struggle than to have their ass sitting up in these jailhouses for 20, 30 years life and all that shit.